Hi, guys. Welcome back to today's podcast. My name is Dylan. If you are new here, hello. Welcome to the Don't Cry Over Spilled Tea podcast with your host, of course, Dylan. If you aren't new here and you are true to this family that we have created, welcome back. I hope you guys missed me for the past week. We have a lot of exciting things going on in this episode today. But first things first, we have our key topics to discuss today. So, like I said, if you're not new to this and you're true to this, go ahead and get your kettles, put them on the burner, and let's add some heat. Okay, guys? So, first thing that I want to talk about today, not something very exciting as in juicy, crazy, hilarious, more so something that's very serious that is going on. So, the government has released thousands upon thousands upon thousands of points of evidence against the Epstein files. This goes from important names that are on there, victims, videos of important people, photos of important people, and things that these important people were doing on this island with Jeffrey Epstein. The first thing that I want to talk about is somebody who wasn't so much on that island for the reason of committing the crimes, but somebody that was having the crimes committed against them. The first person that I want to talk about who was in some of the emails is going to be Maddie Ziegler. Maddie Ziegler was somebody who came up on our screens from, if you watched the show Dance Moms. She was also somebody that was scouted out by the famous artist Sia, who had her jumping, running, and crawling around the fucking floor to Chandelier. Um, she was somebody who was mentioned in these emails, and let's thank God that she never stepped foot onto that island. The only thing that was talked about in emails was how, I guess, gorgeous that she was and how much they wanted to recruit her onto this island, guys. There was a TikTok that I had seen a few days ago that was saying that Maddie Ziegler's mom actually, and before I say this, guys, she had no idea what was going on. If she knew what was going on, I bet you 110% she would not have allowed her daughter to go onto this island. But rumor has it that Maddie Ziegler's mother herself was kind of for the idea of Maddie going to this island with the expectations that she was going to get scouted by some really rich, important, famous executives that were doing everything that we are already finding out. It's not even God knows what at this point, guys. But she was going over there in hopes of fulfilling her dream, guys. But from what I had seen, Sia actually kind of knew about things that were going on already on that island, and she told Maddie's mother not to let her go. So, like I said, no hate to Maddie's mother. She didn't know what was going on, guys. Allegedly, guys. Okay, everything is alleged except for the names that we have had come out against Jeffrey Epstein. The next thing that I want to talk about, guys, that important, very, very, very important, very affluential, very influential people have been named on the list of people who have been to Jeffrey Epstein's island. What a coincidence, guys, that in the court of law, you do the time, you pay the, how does it go? You do the crime, you pay the time, guys. How crazy that individuals are doing the crime and paying monetarily, paying for the time instead of doing the time. There are very important people whose names have been redacted from the Jeffrey Epstein files. There are very important people whose names are being crossed out, X'd out, whited out, erased from these files and will never face the consequences of their actions. There was one person who was seen in a video taken by Jeffrey Epstein who I don't know, guys. It was just some random ass video of Epstein taking a video of the beach that was in front of the Epstein house. And there was an important person whose face came into frame, but the government tried to black out the little blob that he was. But them old ass people are shit with editing, photoshopping, and you're going to see his fucking face, guys. Next thing that I want to talk about is some videos of Trump and others, like I had just said in the last thing. There are videos of Trump and others who are seen on the Epstein Island, who are doing things on the Epstein Island. And I don't want this to sound controversial, guys. We have heard my opinion on Sir Danisha Trump. We have heard what I think about his agenda of his sheepish followers. There, take what I say in the way that I want the correct justice to be served, and I don't want a Luigi Mangione situation to come out again where somebody is falsely accused of something that they didn't do. There was a video that came out of Trump on the island with girls around him, and I watched this video fully. It was only a few seconds worth of a clip. I watched the video fully, guys, and I don't know, with everything AI and computer generated and what have you coming out, it looked very fake. It looked very, very fake. Am I sitting here saying that Trump wasn't on the island? Bitch, that was him and Jeffrey were this. Him and Jeffrey were this. They were best friends. They were doing everything together. So yes, I believe he was on that island. Do I believe that that video is real? No, I don't believe that that video is real. Because one thing that I had also seen was he was doing that very white people dance that he was made fun of for doing a few years ago. And it was, to me, it was like, what a coincidence is that this man has one dance move, and after we see a video of him dancing like this, he's doing it again. Which, I mean, all I know how to do is throw ass, guys. So, I mean, if they catch me in a video throwing ass, it's probably real. Just like this video of Trump on the island is probably real. Let me know if you guys think it's real or if you think it's Siri. Next thing that I want to talk about of this is still on the topic of Mrs. Trump. There is a video, or there's a confession of a man who says that he was on the island back in the 90s. He was a child. He was a child of foster care whose parents were not watching him, taking care of him, loving him in the way that they should be. Um, from what this man has said allegedly through an interview, he had went to the island, and the person that he was assigned to do favors for was none other than our president himself, Donald Trump. From what he had said, he was forced to shove or make sex with a tent pole and insert said tent pole into Donald Trump. After he had said that he did that, he said that he was very tired of what was going on with him, the abuse that was obviously coming before and after this situation had ensued. And so, what this boy at the time proceeded to do was he proceeded to kick the tent pole while inside of Mr. Trump. And since then, allegedly, guys, Donald Trump has smelt like shit. Donald Trump has smelt like a bathroom. And it is a rumor that Donald Trump wears diapers. And Donald Trump has worn diapers since this situation has happened because something with that tent pole getting shoved further into his body created some kind of gastrointestinal situation. I don't know if they ripped like the colon. I don't know if they ripped his intestines. I don't know. Bitch, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the news, guys. I'm just, rumor has it that allegedly he smells like boo boo and he is stuck with diapers and smells like shit now because he was hurting a little boy and that little boy fought back. So if this is true, I'm so glad that that little boy did that. I'm so glad that that little boy was not scared enough to, well, he is a man now, you know, guys. I'm glad that this man was able to find the courage to do this, even though maybe what had happened afterwards was even worse than what he had did to Trump himself. All right, guys, next thing that I want to talk about, let's go ahead and add some ice. I think that is going to be a very lukewarm tea right there. Let's add some ice. There was news that came out yesterday or the day before that current and soon to be former talk show host Sherri Shepherd, or Cherie Shepherd, whichever way it is that you say, I don't want to mispronounce it. Her show is getting canceled, guys. If you had not seen that, The reason why her show is getting canceled is because, from my surprise, guys, because I always see so many clips about Miss Shepherd's talk show on TikTok. I thought it was very, very successful. But from what ratings have said, her ratings have been very low. People are very tired of seeing reoccurring guests, which are her friends, which, guys, if I get a fucking talk show and I want to bring my goddamn friends on there every other episode, I'm going to do exactly that because me and my friends are funny. And I mean, like I said, I haven't watched her show. I don't know how good her show is. I just seen clips, but that bitch is funny. I bet her friends are funny. Let her have some fun with her goddamn friends, guys. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. But her ratings were low. I heard that production was getting kind of costly. Everything was just getting too expensive, and things were not evening out nor covering themselves. Another thing that I had seen today while I was looking up on this, because I'm one nosy bitch, there were some people that were very shady and saying that she got a her pulled on her because she took advantage of a woman. Guys, this was not from my work. This was not from my mouth. I am the middleman. Do not shoot the fucking messenger. Apparently, she's getting a her pulled on her because whenever Wendy Williams had her show, Sherry Cherie, she had stepped in for Wendy and was a temporary host. She was a sub for the show because Wendy obviously wasn't there, and Wendy was dealing with the things that she was dealing with. And then I guess she had talked to production, and she ended up. I This is the thing, guys. I don't want to put my own opinions in there. I also don't want to sound like this person's opinions are my opinions. But what this person felt was that she went to production and fucked Wendy over because Wendy's show then got canceled. And Sherry Cherie, she had gotten her own show. But guys, if you have been living under a rock for the past few years, you would know that Wendy Williams' health has been declining rapidly. And if Sherry were to keep doing Wendy Williams' show as a sub, she was not going to get the recognition for her own self. It was going to be her subbing in for the Wendy Williams show. So leave her alone with that, guys. If she wanted her own show, by all means, why the hell couldn't she get her own show? She is successful. She is a very affluent individual in Hollywood, in social media. She was a fucking actress before she got this goddamn show. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. With that being said, Kelly Clarkson's show is also going off air soon. It's also being canceled. Um, a couple of things that are different from Miss Shepherd's show was Sherry Cherie. She had only had 4 seasons of her show. She's only been on for about 4 seasons. Kelly Clarkson's had 7. Kelly Clarkson's ratings were also extremely high, extremely high. Her show was very, very popular, guys. And just like Miss Shepherd's show, I had seen clips on clips on clips of Kelly's show as well. I had equally seen the both of them. Maybe even Sherry a little bit more. Hers were a lot funnier than Kelly's. Ratings were very high. She's had 7 seasons, very good seasons. But the key difference in the two of these shows and why the two of them are very different and why they are getting canceled was just like we had talked about with Miss Shepherd's show, her ratings are low. Things were getting very costly. And so it is better to jump ship now before they are paying to do a show instead of getting paid to do a show. Kelly Clarkson's is for a completely different reason. She had came on to the internet, Beyonce's internet, and had said that the reason why she is stopping her show was because she was going to have some personal issues that she needed to deal with. She had some family issues that she wanted to put at the forefront and not make them secondary to her show. She was valuing her family and her situation a lot more than she was this show. So, respect to her and whatever endeavors they both get into. God, you guys, if I get my own TV show, you guys better not allow me to get canceled. All right, guys, after that very, very icy topic, very unfortunate topic, let's go ahead and switch this up. We already have our tea made. Let's go ahead and add some sugar to it. Should we, guys? First thing that I want to talk about, and the most important thing in this topic today. If you guys missed it, the Grammys was last week. Many individuals got awarded for the amazing music that they do, amazing production that they make. And one of the people that won an award that is so deserved to him, not only because of his work and his art, but the type of person that he is and the passions for what he does are coming into fruition. Bad Bunny won the Artist of the Year Grammy. And with that Artist of the Year Grammy that he won, he went on to make a very important message, very loud and clear. He talked about something that was a little bit different than how I would have came about it. He talked about the ICE situation that is going on. He talked about how the one thing that is stronger than all of the hate that is going on is love, and how although there are many people that are hating everyone around the world, me, you, the regular schmegular person walking down the street, the only thing that you can do, and I mean, it's something that is so elementary school that we had learned back then, guys, but just kill people with kindness. And I'll let you guys practice that because I'm evil and I'm just gonna go straight for the jugular for any and everybody that comes for me, guys. But you guys have fun killing them with kindness. With that all being said, with Bad Bunny still on topic, at the time of filming this, the Super Bowl is tomorrow. And with the Super Bowl going on, Bad Bunny is going to be performing for the halftime show. Are you guys tuning in? Because I surely fucking am. Um, I I don't want to sit here and say that I am a Bad Bunny stan. I love Bad Bunny. I love listening to his music. I have listened to his music long before he was mainstream. I don't want to sound here and make it seem like I just know everybody from whenever they were underground, that I was gatekeeping everybody. I knew him whenever I was a fucking child. I knew him whenever I was a child. I was probably like 14, 15 whenever he was first coming out with his first EPs. I knew him, god damn it, and leave me alone. I just fucking knew him. God. But with that being said, he's going to be performing at the halftime show. And after his message that he made very loud and clear at the Grammys, the annoying, racist crybabies that are out in the world came up with the idea of creating an alternative halftime show if you didn't want to listen to this Latino man sing the songs that won him the fucking Grammy of the Year, goddamn it. That won him the ability to perform on SNL, that won him the ability to become an actor, that won him the ability to become a fucking model. Oh, this man has done fucking everything that I want to do, guys. But if you do not want to watch him, there will be a artist by the name of Kid Rock who is going to be performing for the alternative halftime show. A few things that I have seen. I don't know who the fuck this man is. I don't know who he is. So if you guys do, please enlighten me in the comments. Um, but Kid Rock is going to be performing for this alternative halftime show for the people that just hate Bad Bunny so bad or can't stand a person of color performing at this Super Bowl. Um, some things that I've heard about him, which is just so ironic and so funny and so just so rich, is that Kid Rock has songs that are talking about him having crushes on underage girls. Oh, and that is exactly who they picked for the alternative halftime show, guys. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to watch. Let me know in the comments if you're going to watch both. I do not have the time, patience, will, nor gall in order to watch that alternate halftime show. I will be tuning in and watching the fucking Super Bowl and tuning the fuck back out because I don't watch sports, I don't watch football, and I don't care about who's winning, and I don't even know how to play ball. Next thing that I want to talk about on the topic of the Grammys, Lola Young also won a Grammy this year. Lola Young won the New Artist Grammy, and I am so happy for her winning this Grammy. The only thing that I am a little bit scared about, guys, is I don't know if you have ever heard of the New Artist Curse. And I like Lola Young. There are a few songs that I like of her. I'm not a stan by any sorts or anything like that. I do like a few songs from her. But one thing that I have heard is that whenever you win the New Artist of the Year award, you suddenly become cursed and your music never gets played anymore. You don't get your streams. So I hope that does not happen to her, guys. I hope that she becomes a great big artist. I feel as though she deserves it. I love her message. I love what the message of her music has for everybody. So yeah, I wish nothing but the best for her, and I hope to be on a feature of her song sometime. And with all of that being said, guys, that was Let's Add Some Sugar. Let me take a quick break because there is something very important that is going to be in our next clip, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that break. I had a very, very, very amazing interjection among with that break. Here with me today is not only my best friend, he is my good Judy. You guys will finally get the face of good Judy. This is my manager, my assistant, my makeup artist, my hairstylist, my bully. I think that's enough, guy. Talk your fucking shit. Talk your shit. Who are you?
I'm Abyan fucking Tavares.
Guys, this is Abyan. This is the long, long awaited thing that we have been wanting to do for a while now. My first guest on my podcast, the most iconic guest that I will probably have yet on this podcast until I get that show. Go ahead and spill a little bit of your tea. Who are you? What's your zhuzh?
So I am a small artist here in the Odessa, Texas area. Soon to be LA. And soon to be big. I'm a small artist here in this area, but you know, I be making beats in Puerto Rico.
He be putting down beats in Puerto Rico. Okay, so first thing that I want to talk about with you after spilling your tea. First story time of this episode, I want to get both mine and your perspective of how we met.
Okay.
I want everyone to know how this friendship came into fruition and how we got to where we are now. So, this is going to take place about 6 years ago, guys. This is the first impression that I have of good Judy sitting right here, guys. So, at the time, if you guys don't know, there is an age difference between the two of us.
Very large.
Oh, not that big.
Well, I'm only a couple years younger. Did you get the reference?
Yes. So, and whenever I tell you guys, this friendship has so many inside jokes, and if you know, you know, and a lot of them come from if you do not know the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is what this friendship is: just clips and snippets of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and everything else.
Spring, summer,
joggers. So, like I said, 6 years ago, picture this: close your eyes, open your mind, guys. So, I was a senior. Adrian was a freshman. There's 3 years of an age difference between us. There was a former friend that I had, that I was going to a class with so she could get some help or she needed assistance with something, guys. And then as we're in there, I see a big ol' gay, just moaning, groaning. And whenever I look out of the corner of my eye, there goes good Judy on a desk doing the absolute most for somebody's attention. And while I'm not sitting here being like, oh, guys, he wanted my attention so bad. Like, he was obsessed with me. This was my first fan. I was like, girl, what is he doing, guys? So after that, there were a couple of interactions that we had amongst each other my senior year, where we just kind of we just keyed a little bit. It was very acquaintance key. After that, I graduated. After that, guys, we went on a little bit of a hiatus. I think it was more so because I graduated and you were still in school and things like that. After graduation, I got into a type of party mentality. And one thing that I would notice at some of the parties that I would go to was I would see good Judy there. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I see good Judy everywhere at all the parties, girl. Good Judy must know about every single party that there is in Odessa on the weekends. So tell them about that.
All right. So the beginning, guys, mind you, like he said, we were just like, we were cute with each other. We were cool. But there was a couple of times where Dylan would text me. He would text me. And she was like, hey, like, is this party going on? And I was like, I think I got caught up twice, right? Lying?
I think twice.
Yeah. I think, okay, well, a couple of them I was like, yeah, it's here. Oh, yeah, it's here.
Because, guys, I only texted him if I wanted to.
He would only text me for parties. And I was like, like.
You don't want me for me.
You don't, like, you just wanted the party. So I was like, whatever. So I remember one of the first times he was like, hey, are you going to this party? Like, I'm hearing about this party. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to this party. No. I said, no, I'm not going out. My mom's not letting me go out. Like, no, I can't. So I lied. I fibbed. Because I knew what this bitch was up to, and I was like, like, so whatever. He comes. I'm there. He comes to the party, and if you know Dylan, Dylan is very confrontational,
very blunt, and straight to the point.
So he goes. I'm like,
I think I make a beeline to you.
No. I'm like this, and then you tap my back. And I was like, hey, and he was like, girl, I thought you said you wasn't coming. And I was like, no, I ended up coming. She let me out. I was there. So then he was like, okay, whatever. So that was one of the first catch ups I had. Then another one, guys. That was funny because I was like, I can't believe this bitch had the audacity to be like,
little did you know that was my personality.
Yeah. And so I was like, okay, whatever, right? So then I throw a party. And it was because he texted me only for parties, and someone didn't want him there. Now that I remember, I told you, right?
A certain somebody.
Okay, now I remember. And it was my party, mine and my brother's party, but a friend was there, right? And a friend was like, I was like, oh, Dylan's asking to come, and that so and so was like, no, don't tell him. I don't like him. I was like, okay, I won't. So he texts me, and he's like, hey, so are you throwing a party? I'm hearing everywhere that you're throwing a party. I was like, did I say no? Or
I think you did. I think you were like, we were going to, but we had to cancel it. Like something.
Yeah, so I straight up fucking lied. And guys, the audacity.
Who the fuck walks through the door
in my home?
In his home.
After I said, no, I'm not doing a party.
Face crack.
Dylan.
That big old gay boy.
Dylan. So he walks in the door and I was like, oh. He's like, once again, I thought you were 3. And I was like, fuck. So I think I told you there, right?
Yeah, you told me like, oh, it's because somebody doesn't want you here. And I was like, I know how to be cordial. I'm a fucking adult.
Yeah. Well, and then
keep in mind, guys, I pick and choose whenever I can.
Yeah. So then I think I did end up telling him there, but I also lied again because he would just text me for parties. So then that's the very last one.
I think after that, we had one other party that I just met you at. I was invited on my own. And we just ended up keying there a little bit, but we weren't like together.
Which one?
Be right back.
I'm a little forgetful.
So yeah, there was another party that we had went to. I was invited by somebody that was already at that party, and we just ended up kind of conversating a little bit there. We hung out a little bit here and there as well while we were there.
I'm gonna say this. Dylan was so picky back then. We were in the restroom one time, and I guess it's because those friends of Dylan's, no shade to them, they're cool, but I feel like they're a little bit of, what do I call them? Yes men.
Yes.
So Dylan, one of his friends actually complimented some sandals I had, right? And she's like, oh, you have these sandals? And I was like, yeah. And then they're like, those are so nice, but they're so expensive. And I was like, yeah, they're kind of pricey. And they're like, yeah. And then Dylan says, my sandals are expensive too. Do you remember which ones?
Was I wearing the Louis? No, I was.
Okay, so he says, yeah, mine are expensive too. And I was like, okay. And I was like, okay, whatever that means.
Like, I just had to be included, guys, for no reason. For what?
And he was like, these are designer. And I was like, raised an eyebrow. I was like, his homegirl was like, yeah, those are considered designer. Those are designer. And I was like, bitch, I got these flip flops home that are designer. And this kid walks in with Birkenstocks.
Fucking Birkenstocks. Talking about, look at me, guys.
He's like, mine are designer too. And I was like,
right.
All right. Whatever helps sleep at night.
So, guys, after that, we end up creating, at this point, it's going to be four happy years of being friends together. With all of that being said, I have a very funny story time that I want to tell you guys that took place with Epstein and I that had to do with setting up the trade. So picture this, guys. Close your eyes, open your mind. This had to have happened 2 years ago? 2 years ago?
2.
Maybe about?
It was, we were with 2 years ago.
So there was this guy that I would on again and off again talk to. And he would give me the runaround a lot of the times. And I took the bait. I took the bait, guys. And I'm very stupid whenever it comes to that. I take the bait a lot. So there was one night where I had told him, like, hey, I can't meet up. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. It was on Grindr. So whenever me and Abdian first became friends, it seemed like every time I was like, oh, I'm about to go talk to the trade on Grindr, Abdian would be like, I'm gonna get on there too and look at what's going on.
Because that's the only time I would get on.
And it's so funny, guys, because Abdian was not doing it to create an end goal of having sex. Abdian just wanted to go and be fucking nosy and mess with people.
I was messing with people.
He was just messing with people. And I was like, leave the business to me. There was this guy that I was talking to on again and off again, and I had told him, I think that night, that like I couldn't do something, like that I was hanging out with friends or something like that, guys. I cannot remember. Well, he was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then I think I had ended up making time for this man, and I was like, okay, can I go see you now? He is not answering me, but if there's one thing that you know about this gorgeous, amazing, crazy app, it tells you whenever people are still online. So I saw that he was online, and so I was like, oh, heck no. Like, he's online and he's not answering me and XYZ, you know? So Abdian's like, let's text him. Let me text him and see if I can get him to do something. Like, you know, see if he's actually like looking for something else other than me. So
I was like, I'm sleeping in your friend's room tonight. Cheers.
So Abdian texts this man, and lo and behold, he answers Abdian. After that, Abdian says, let's meet up. So they meet up. Abdian tells me, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna set this man up.
Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? The right mind thinks that this is gonna be so fun.
And keep in mind, understanding setting someone up, if that is your partner, this man was somebody that I just gave head to. There was no love in this story. So Abdian's like, let's set him up. So I'm like, I'm so down. Let's do it. So Abdian meets him at this spot. And as they're kind of getting a little acquainted, there I am. Zooming there.
Wait, he gets in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm texting Dylan, hurry the fuck up. It's so awkward. I'm like texting him, hurry up.
Because one thing about this man is he was a very quiet man. Very, very quiet.
And I've never done that before, guys. Guys, I don't do the, no shade to everyone. Like,
he is not kooky, crazy, slutty. He's not me.
I'm kind of freaky, but I'm not, in all respect to my sister, a whore.
Dylan. That's who he's not like.
But this was my first time, and it wasn't even
for your own benefit.
Yeah, and I was like, hurry the fuck up, please. I'm scared. Like, hurry up. I don't know. Like, we'll talk about what do we talk about? What do we do? I think he had even offered to kiss me in that moment.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so.
Hold up.
Like, hold on. I'm kind of nervous. Oh, I think you got out of the car, right? And you called me.
No, bitch. Remember, I said we made up a lie that we were telling him to get you were going to get your bag.
I was going to get my bag from your car. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I dumped a bag into Abdian's car, and I was like, I'm going to go pick that up from you. Pick it up. So I end up getting to the destination, and I'm like, I don't know what to say to this man. So I go to Abdian's car, and Abdian rolls down the window, and so I'm like, hey, just getting my bag. And then I was like, what are you doing here? And what did you say? I think you were just like, oh,
nothing, girl.
Just being here. And so I was like, fishy. Like, I don't know what's going on, you know, guys? So I look under.
Like, if you didn't know
I didn't know who the fuck was in that passenger seat. And so obviously I see this man that I was messing around with. The trade. So I think earlier that day he had told me like, oh yeah, like I'm just going to end up going to bed. I'm going to, like, I have work early in the morning, XYZ, whatever, you know, guys. So I look at him dead in his face and I'm like, work, right? Work. That's fucking cool. And so I just look at Abdian and I'm like, okay, like, I'll see you later, sister. Like, I'm going. Get in my car.
Zoom off.
And while I zoom off, I kick rocks.
And all you hear on my car.
All on Abdian's car because I wanted to make a fucking statement, guys.
He wanted to make an iconic scene.
Yeah.
He did.
And so what happened after that, I can't even remember.
So then, yeah, like, and then he was like, you trying to kiss? And I was like, nah, I'm cool. You messed with my homegirl. And I was like, I'm good. Like, you can go. He gets out. Then I take off too. And then we go back and meet up at his house.
Like, meet up at my house, just like, that was so funny. And then I messed with him after that, guys.
Dylan, you're crazy for that one.
Dylan. And I messed with him after that, guys. I've messed with him after that.
His nickname.
Oh, so
that's not like.
I wonder if he watches it. That's gonna be so funny,
no,
but I don't give a fuck. Oh, so his nickname was Lincoln Truck, only for the simple fact that he drove a Lincoln truck. And that's what the thing with me, guys, is whenever it comes to my body counts, I don't know the names of these men, nor will my sisters, brothers, he, she, they, it's that utilize that wonderful, wonderful app. They don't tell you your name there or their name there. It is usually just Hung Daddy 69, male looking for trans, male looking for femme,
or it'll be hemorrhoid squisher like.
So I obviously don't know these guys' names, so I have to just create examples of them. So if I were to show you guys my body count, which will never see the light of day, it's just guy who I fucked here, guy who was annoying and fucking good. There's one guy in there named Gymnastics because he put me insane, y'all. Insane.
But my sister. I have a statement. Dylan, every single time almost every single story that he said on this podcast, after that happens, he goes, before it was the Honda.
The Honda.
The Honda, not sorry. Sister, guess what happened? So I know every story already, and it has happened. And can I say the one time I caught you?
Oh my gosh, say it.
I was with a homegirl one time, and we were driving, right? And we're driving in my car down this happy little road,
basically a lease road.
And we just see like a 18-wheeler,
an 18-wheeler, and a random car
across the thing. I was like, that's probably Dylan, because it was his car. Wait, it was a car. It was a car like him.
It was before he knew it was a car that looked like mine.
Hold up, let me check his location. Check location. It was him.
It was me.
So we called him, and I call you or you call me because you see me?
I think you called me.
And I was like, bitch, was that you in that camion? He's like, where? And I was like, I'm so 63, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I just called him on the road, guys.
Being a slut.
So if there's a camion stopped on the side of the road, on the main road.
If there's an 18-wheeler stopped on the side of the road,
my shit's getting her coin.
If you see a 6 foot, a 5'10", let me not make myself sound that tall.
Blonde,
a 5'10", platinum blonde woman strutting her stuff at the Love's Travel stop, just know it's me, and I'm not answering questions at the moment. So, with all that being said, with you getting to know how we became who we are, and some funny story times that happened within, next thing that I want to do with you is I'm going to read a quick little story time, and I want to know what your opinions are for our next segment, Let's Add Some Honey. So let's get straight into that, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. We took a little bit of a break. On today's Let's Add Some Honey, I have a story today that I looked up. This isn't something that was sent to me directly, but it's something that I wanted to showcase because I thought it was absolutely crazy. And I want to see if we could give our fag degree in psychology, sociology, family matters, and relationships in order to give some advice to this topic if it might hit a little close to home for you guys. So this person wrote, am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend in the middle of sex? Let's get into it, guys. I, 22 female, had been with my boyfriend, 23 male, for about 7 months. The relationship, generally speaking, was good, and we had a lot of common interests. Bedroom-wise, everything was really good, as we are both open to a lot. One thing, I wonder what's a lot, though. I wonder what's a lot.
They said, and they were open to a lot.
A lot. So she said, one thing that is an absolute hard limit for me, though, is degradation. If you guys don't know what degradation is, that would be anything like you little. I don't know if it like coincides with like you little slut or like I think it's
stupid
like
bitch. I'm gonna fuck you like you fucking whore.
Yes, I think it has to do with that, which I get told that a lot.
Like you dirty whore, you nasty.
I guess so, right? So she said that that's something that's off limits for her.
Oh. I feel like that would like spicing it up
a little bit. Maybe she had something go on like in her early life. Maybe she doesn't like that. Maybe something like that. So after that, she writes, We had multiple conversations about it because it's something my boyfriend enjoys. I even tried it once with him knowing I wasn't a huge fan of it and hated it. So he said we could drop it. Well, I mean, at least there's that compromisation,
He said we
at
could
least
drop it.
yeah, at least she tried it. It didn't work out. He liked it, but he's not going to do it because she doesn't.
Because she doesn't like it.
So after that, he writes, he absolutely lied about that. Ooh. He absolutely lied about that and would continue to bring it up occasionally. And every time I would remind him that I don't like it and I'm not comfortable with it. I could see where she's annoyed about that.
If you're telling someone to chill out, chill out.
Just stop. No means no. So after that, she writes, where did I go? The other day, in the middle of the sex, he started calling me all sorts of names, his slut, his whore. Okay, so you're right. His slut, his whore, etc., and was degrading me. I got so sick of it after his constant pushing about this and then doing it anyways that I just pushed him off and told him I was so sick of this and that we're done. Then left his place before finishing anything. Rightfully so. In my opinion, no. There's a little bit more. Rightfully so, though.
She said she didn't like it. Stop it.
She didn't like it. Fucking stop.
She tried it already. She tried to accommodate. Accommodate.
She tested it.
Your kink. It's a little kink.
It is a kink.
And who wouldn't mind being called a fucking slut or a whore rather than sucking dick and getting...
Not her.
But that's right. But if she don't like it, she don't like it.
She don't like it. So just give it up.
I don't like it.
Either stop doing it or find somebody that likes it.
She said what she said and she don't like it.
After that, she writes, he's been whining about this to all of our mutual friends, which is weird in the first place. But anyways, a few of my friends think that I was kind of an asshole for just ending it like that and not even having a proper conversation about it. I mean, she did. She told him she didn't like it. He said it was okay. After that, she writes, I would appreciate other opinions because I don't really think I did anything wrong here, but I'm kind of doubting myself now. She, after that, writes a little bit of an update. For anyone concerned, don't worry. I don't plan on getting back with him by any means. Okay, so they're still broken up.
Because of
that. Maybe because of the gossiping too. Plus, a few people pointed out my friends might not have known the whole story, which is true. Why would he tell them the full story? Obviously, there's 3 sides to a story: his, hers, and the truth. After that, she writes, I messaged a few of them, and you were right. They only knew the bare minimum details. I apparently broke up with him randomly in the middle of sex, and then apparently I refused to talk about anything with him before leaving. So that story was quickly straight settled. Weird. So
I think she could have. Okay, I think after that she could have. Instead of just ruining the relationship, I know she didn't like it, but there's a lot of things that you just say, I don't like it. And they're like, okay, let me try it one more time. You get me? Mm-hmm. I think she could have sat him down and said, I'm like, for real, like, I don't feel comfortable with that. This is not me. Please, for real, like, I'm begging you, do not say that. Do not say this. It makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel degraded. I don't like it. Please stop. If she probably did, but it's a short story.
I wonder if, it's not said in there. I wonder if she told him the reason as to why she doesn't like that. Because I mean, just saying don't call me that should be enough. Should be enough. But it could stupid.
But it could be like, because I know we can be annoying. We can be like, we'll say like, okay, stop, and then we still do it, and we're like, okay, like for real, sister, like stop. I don't like it. So then that gives the when we give the correct. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. Whenever you come about it in the correct manner and set it straight. Another thing that I know I can be
don't really nip. Bad. Is it nip it in the butt? Don't nip it in the butt, right?
No, do nip it in the butt.
That means
get it done with.
Okay, and not a little like stop it.
Don't do that, please.
Yeah.
One thing that I wonder if he was expecting her to do, because it's something that I know that I can be pretty bad about, as well as some of our friends. Having a certain opinion one day and then switching it up the next day. Maybe he expected her to kind of like be fine with it after doing it. Maybe like
after
sampling her into it.
Okay, and I can see that sometimes.
And I mean, like we're both agreeing, guys. Nonetheless, he shouldn't have done it. She said, "Don't do it." We're just trying to see maybe how else they could have went about it.
Conversate more.
Our relationship is give and take.
It is
a relationship is give and take. I completely understand that she doesn't want to be talked to like that. Like I said, there might have been something that went on in her personal life.
She let him try it though.
She did.
She said she didn't like it.
She didn't like it. I mean, women try anal all the fucking time and they don't like it. You don't see men still trying to stick it in the fucking butt. If they don't like it, they don't like it. So I feel like that we should equate this to the same type of circumstances.
Yeah.
I don't think she's an asshole for leaving him in the middle of the sex.
No, because she said stop.
She said stop. She said stop.
We don't know how she said stop. If she said the little like stop, I really don't like it. Please. Okay, girl, that was kind of mean. But it's a short story. But if she said like, hey, for real, like
I need you to stop, loud and clear.
I need you to stop. I don't like it. It makes me feel less than. He should have stopped. No. And then she's not the asshole. But if it was something little like stop or please stop,
it's like I even just said. There's 3 sides to a story: his, hers, and the truth. We're hearing her side and nothing more. So we don't know what else the other side is. But I genuinely don't think that she was an asshole.
I don't think so. It's not that deep. He could have gotten he could have finished with his hands. It's not that deep. Come on, like these men can fuck a tree and be okay.
I think he was also weird for talking to the friends and then even hearing the context in the update that they didn't even know the full story.
But that's kind of crazy because she didn't even tell them the full story. So I don't think it's that weird, to be honest with you, because she didn't say the full story.
She didn't allow them to see her point of view.
No.
Until it was, matter of fact, this is what actually happened.
This is actually what happened. Because a lot of people tell a story to their way and they don't tell the truth. There are some people that will say, okay, well, you know what? So-and-so said they felt this way, but I felt this way. And there's a lot of people that will say like both sides of the story. But there's some people that only take their side and it'll make the other person look evil.
And it's like a roadblock and they'll never see another side.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think it was kind of shady. To each is their own. Not everyone wants for everyone to be in their business.
Right.
So maybe she don't want her friends to know.
I mean, it isn't their business, you know? They were kind of brought into it because of the ex-boyfriend. So, I mean, they shouldn't have known, period. I see where she actually had to... in the end, eventually have to be like, well, matter of fact, this is how it went down.
But did she not tell her friends at all?
I think she just told, well, from what, let me look back at it, guys. So she did say, he's been whining about this to all of our mutual friends. So that little bit of context, it seems like she didn't tell them anything. It was all coming from his side. So yeah, she says he's been telling all their mutual friends. And then after that, yes, she does say, where did it go to? She does say, plus a few people pointed out that my friends might not have known the whole story. I messaged a few of them. You were right. They only knew the bare minimum. So, I mean, like I said, they're not entitled to know her business.
They're not entitled, but as a friend, you kind of like, I tell my friends everything. A lot of people don't. And like I said, to each is their own. I share most of my stuff. Our friends, a lot of our friends,
we're very transparent with all.
Yeah, we really are. We tell each other a lot. So maybe it's something I'm not used to. Not that she can do what the hell she wants.
Yeah, it's not wrong that she's not. It's not.
Business. She could really do whatever the hell she wants.
I think sometimes keeping your mouth shut is a better thing.
I do think so too, honestly. And
that's just not how we live.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
But I mean, yes, they did not need to know the full story. That's the ex-boyfriend's fault for that. Her coming and clearing it up, I think that's good on her part because obviously now they know.
Now they know.
He was weird, you know? But let us know what you guys think about that story in the comments. Let us know if you thought she was an asshole. Let us know if you think we're assholes for the way that we think.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next thing that I want to talk about with my bestie here is a segment that I'm going to be bringing to you guys whenever I do have a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing guest. The next segment that we have for today is going to be Sip or Spill. If you guys do not understand the title itself, I'm going to be... don't cry over spilled tea. We're spilling tea all day. I have a guest here. I want to know about my guest. I want to engage with my guest. So
you want to expose your guest.
I want to expose. So you heard it here first, TMZ. Next thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to have a few questions that I'm going to throw at Abdian. He can either answer these questions truthfully and honestly, which will be the spill portion of this segment, or girl, I don't need to know everything and I don't deserve to know everything. If there's something that he does not want to talk about, guys, he can go ahead and sip this espresso martini. All right, guys, are you ready?
I'm kind of scared because y'all know y'all watch Dylan's
I'm
show.
Messy, guys.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Okay, first thing that I have on here. You and me basically, we were just talking about this earlier. You and me basically have the same For You page. We see the same things. We see the same people. First thing that I want to talk about, something that had caught wind in our tiny little town was a TikTok that surfaced out from a certain individual, someone that we obsess over sometimes, someone that we laugh with, not laugh at, someone that we laugh with sometimes. There was a video that came out from a certain individual that we both know that was about these local brothers.
So this was about Messy. Okay.
So there was.
We do that. She's cool. We laugh with her.
We laugh with her. We love her.
She's love this cool.
Bitch. She's so funny.
I like her.
So, they're obvious. We live in a town in a metropolitan, basically, full of 200,000+ people. Within that 200,000+ people that live in these cities that we're around, there's plenty of brothers. I mean, you have your own brothers. I mean, I got a sister and I am a woman, but there are people in this city that have brothers. So, did you hear about the brother drama that was going on maybe about a month ago?
I did.
What did you think about that? If you guys need a little bit of context, there was an individual who went onto TikTok and very successfully rounded up many locals around our city, talking about these brothers that she had spoken to, met up with, messed around with. Girl, I'm not spilling her tea. You guys go and look at her. Her name is Arabella.
It's under Arabella.
Arabella.
Like flat.
If you guys do not know
we know her as another name.
Yes, we know her as another name. She goes by both names. She goes by both Chloe and Arabella. If you guys have not checked out her TikTok yet, I will put it right here. Please go and check her out. Go look at her story.
She's really funny, guys.
Girl, and she's just like me, guys. She is messy and she is hilarious. But there was a story time that she had brought up about some brothers. She talked about how she used to mess around with one brother, and then she went into depth about this one brother. And then a few weeks later, or a couple weeks later, she talked about the other brother that was getting in touch with her. Have you or have you not had a run-in with not these particular brothers? Because this is anonymous, guys. We have no idea who these brothers are. We even tried fishing it out of her ourselves. She's not letting up, and that's good for her because that keeps her safety on lock. But back to my question, have you ever had a run-in with a set of brothers, maybe even just a brother?
Okay. I don't know if my brothers are the same as hers.
Maybe not.
I mean, I could not say the brother's name. First of all, I don't give a fuck.
What's it to everyone?
Yeah, and then also, they are very well known here. I think she said that too. So that's why I think it's the same brothers. Well, if no one knows, I'm on the spot.
Let's take a quick break, guys. So, spill or fill, girl?
I can spill a little.
Okay.
I mean, I hope it goes with your rule guidelines. I'm like,
spill what you can.
I'm your best friend. Please.
Spill what you can. I don't need you in danger, and I don't need you to get sued.
I'm like, please, I'm your best friend. Cut me a little slack. Okay, so although I think we might have the same brothers, I do think we do.
Why do you think you have the same brothers?
Because she said that they're well known in this area.
Uh-huh.
I know I messed with the more poppin' one. Yeah, and he, we just.
Discretion is better. Let them close their eyes and open their minds.
Okay, close your eyes, open your minds. I don't know, because I don't know if I still want to fuck him. I don't know what to say too much.
After knowing that he might be a little passed around, right? Not even because who he messed around with, just knowing that he's messed around.
Okay, so I know he's messed around because there's been rumors, but I know, I feel, I think I know the brothers. I think I know them. I think I know who she's talking about because we've talked about situations. She's told me somewhat of a story. So one brother I had ran into, this was not the one I messed with. I did run into him. Nothing sexual. He gave me a ride.
Okay.
Nothing bad. He gave me a ride to a homegirl's house.
Okay.
We were partying. We were having fun. Then when I thought he was cool, and I wasn't even trying to fuck him. Like, he was just like, okay, cool, that's what's up. He's kind of cute. No, not to me.
Maybe not. Maybe not after knowing what you knew.
Yeah, I thought she was just okay. It's because I knew him in high school, so I was like, whatever. So I had rumors always, but he wasn't ever trying to fuck me. He was having a manic episode at a house, at actually a very close homegirl's house. He was having a very manic episode, and I think Dylan should remember that I called him scared and begging for a ride.
And you know what sucks, guys? I'm sorry to cut you off. One thing about Big Mama right here, if Big Mama is asleep, Big Mama's knocked out, Big Mama is not waking up, Big Mama's not coming to your rescue, Big Mama's not doing anything. If the eyes are closed and the mind is open and I'm dreaming and I'm sleeping and I'm doing everything that you do in RAM, I'm not getting up, I'm not getting dressed, I'm not getting in the car, I'm not going to pick you up, I'm not saving you, I'm not eating with you, I'm not doing nothing. Okay?
He won't pick you up. Because I remember I was struggling with Alexa when she was drunk one night, and he was like, I don't give a fuck. Or no, you didn't even answer. You didn't even answer. You didn't even answer.
You're trying to defame me.
And I need help with Alexa when she's drunk.
Oh my gosh, bless Alexa's heart. She is the worst person to have to deal with whenever she's drunk.
Callie don't be listening either.
Callie doesn't listen, but you can scream at her enough.
Yeah, you're right. Yana listens.
Yana listens.
You could just drag her. Yana, honestly, you're just like, bitch. And she's like this with her big tits. So she's like, I don't want to know who that. So I was at a party with a good friend of ours. Dylan did not want to wake up and take us. And I was like, okay, whatever. I have a really good friend from high school, like really good, where we good, we kiki. And she was with me that night. So I because she rode with me to that, to another house. And then I rode.
And you guys rode with a friend there, right?
It wasn't with her, car. with my cousin.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So me and this guy, the brother, rode with her in the car. And one of the brothers, I'll leave it at that. And then my homegirl goes home. So gladly she's up. He is chugging like crazy. He starts fighting with everyone. He starts watching something and whatever. He starts watching it, right? He's doing that, whatever. And he was talking to me and I was like, this guy kind of sounds weird, but I was like, okay, whatever. He was talking and then he starts getting up and he just gets up and he's like, it was the weirdest thing. The aggression, the weirdness behind it. And I'm not a person who says everything's weird. I'm really not. If you know me, I don't really say everything.
Everyone takes everything with a grain of salt, guys.
I do. And this man, I was freaked out to the point where I told my homegirl, no, I was getting Uber for myself.
Okay, sorry about the break, guys. We had to get a refill on a good old drink. We've been through a few of these so far, guys. So just know if we get a little messy, it's not us talking, it's that alcohol.
So what I will say is that, I got taken home by one of the brothers, so forth, whatever. It might be the same. I don't know. Who knows?
It's alleged.
While I'm cool with this individual, it might be the same. But, one of the other brothers had texted me, trying to fill me up like a Twinkie. Thank you. Stream on Spotify.com at Tavares. Try to fill me up like a Twinkie, send me nudes and send me so forth. We exchange samples, like my sister says. We have exchanged samples, and yeah, like one of them tried to text me. It's pretty recent, right? About a month ago. So we had been texting for a while, but it's not like it's that deep.
And I mean, just like Abdian said, it's alleged. From what we have heard from the accounts of Miss Arabella, the stories are tying in just a little bit too easily. But with that being said, next thing that I have on here for Miss Sipper Spill is, have any important people messaged you? And by that, I mean, other than, I guess, this individual, is there anything that you can spill about any important people of this community who have messaged you, who you have maybe done a favor to or sent a sample or three?
Well, I have not said. Yeah, I have. I'm gonna give a little detail, but I'm gonna sip because I'm not doing that.
Our first sip.
Now I do have someone that I did text, and he did have a private jet.
Yes.
Do you remember? But very successful, his family, and well, it's been alleged that he had a private jet, having gotten on it. But we did text for a minute, and that's it. That's all I'm disclosing.
Ooh. Our first spill, guys. At least we got our first sip. At least we got a little bit of spillage with it. All right, then, Abdian. The next question that I have, we might get two for one. I want to know if you, apart from the two singles that you have produced so far, the two amazing singles, if you have yet to stream both Cunty and Twinkie, please do so on all streaming platforms under Appian Tavares. I want to ask you here first, are there any upcoming projects for you? And if so, can you disclose?
Yeah, I'm working on an album. Although I'm not under a huge record label, which is cool. But I am looking for some record labels out there.
They'll want you some, girl.
I want me some good big brand record labels. Yeah, I am working on an album. So just stay tuned for that. This will be my last single until the album comes out. So, if you would like to wait here, I do post my TikTok. Little snippets of verses, choruses.
And with that being said, I will go ahead and leave a link to your Spotify, Apple Music, and everything like that in the description so you guys can listen to everything. And also, I mean, this is something I'll say at the end as well, but I'll leave all of Adrian's socials in the description as well so that you guys can take a look at him and follow him and share everything that he shows. The last thing that I have on Sip or Spill for you today, Adrian, I want to know if you can let us know your most embarrassing story that you have had of all times.
I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing, but I had an encounter where I was on that aphrodisiac. Hold on, let me. No, I won't sip. That's.
Oh, please spill, please spill.
Okay, so I was drinking that night, and
we were drinking a lot of wine.
We were drinking a lot of wine, guys. I think we drank a bottle each.
Yes.
But I guess the aphrodisiac only kicked in on me because I was the only one that got action that night. But that one night, I gave a pipe job for 6 seconds. That's what it is. Whenever. Mini story time. It's not over till the fat lady sings. So I was doing the fellatio, and it only lasted 6 seconds. I won't say why, but my homegirl was in the car, and it was over because the fat lady sung. I was doing it, and Dylan was screaming. Can you scream? Give me an example.
Who was the biggest? Let's do it. This is exactly how it was going, guys. Appian was doing his work. Appian clocked in. Appian was doing everything that he needed to do, and then here I went. No! Just like that.
Well, just like that. While my homegirls, and I said, I was like, you know what? I can do it in front of homegirl. She's the biggest whore.
It ain't no problem.
It ain't no problem. Bitch done it multiple times. She's done way more.
I was in multiple double digits by that point.
Than I have ever done. So what is the problem? Like, I don't do this. Homegirl was screaming at the top of her lungs.
Freaked out.
While I was doing it fellatio. And I guess she didn't fuck with it.
I was scared, guys.
I don't know how she was.
Never seen it in front of me.
I don't know. My homegirl has seen a couple dicks in her face before. I don't know why she was shocked at me sucking one. But yes, if you want to ask, think about this now. We have to have a pretty close relationship because I was sucked a dick for 6 seconds in front of her.
In front of me.
But like I said, it isn't over until the fat lady sings.
All right, Appian. Thank you so much for being the first person to partake in Sip or Spill with me. With all of that being said, guys, we are going to come on to our second to last segment for today. One of our favorite segments that we do here, which is going to be My Kettle Whistles When. Obviously, Appian knows from being the control woman, man, that My Kettle Whistles When is just a conglomerate of things that are pissing me off, things that are annoying me, that grinds my gears, everything like that. So the first thing that I have on my agenda for My Kettle Whistles When is going to be men that don't know how to take the hints. I think the both of us have came into contact with those type of people. Little story time, I have been having a guy who I used to mess around with that has been constantly texting me And I have even tried to wane him off of me by saying that I'm not going to do anything for free and that he's going to have to pay me. Oh. This man has not taken the hint, and he told me that he's going to pay me. He is still texting me. It's a different one. It's not that one. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. He has been constantly texting me, and he will not let off until I finally go and see him. And to that, I'm a whore and I love money, so I might go. But it does truthfully annoy me that men do not understand how to just take no for an answer and take I'm not interested as the so be it. All right, next thing that I have on here is going to be something that I don't know if you partake in and have much of a care of, but it's something that I am very passionate about. The next thing that I have on my kettle whistles when is picture this. You go to a specific restaurant, you go to a specific drive-in, you go to a specific drive-through, and you order, let's say, a Coke, let's say a Dr. Pepper. You have that specific taste and that specific flavor of that Coke or Dr. Pepper from that drive-through. Say we went to McDonald's. Mm-hmm. That Coke or Dr. Pepper tastes one way at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. Say the next day, because we are women of a larger stature and we do not cook at home, we go to Chick-fil-A. We go to Chick-fil-A and we order a Dr. Pepper or a Coke, and it tastes different. That is something that genuinely grinds my gears and gets my kettle whistling, that the sodas of one restaurant do not coincide and do not taste the same at a different restaurant.
Oh, but that's like the little thingies.
I have no idea. I guess it's that. I'm like, can we just all have it on one specific filter and one specific mode so that it tastes the same through and throughout?
That really don't get me pushing.
Really?
Can I? I'm a fraud. That does. I don't really drink Coke. Call me pick me. I'm still big, but I don't really drink Coke.
You're a juice girl.
Yeah, I am, because I'll drink a High C or a Powerade or water. But I don't really drink Coke. So when my Powerade is too fucking juicy or too watery, it does.
I love the juicy Powerade.
It pisses me off. To me, it's a little like.
It's a little too much. It's more like, dang, I can taste that I might be needing Ozempic for more than just weight loss soon.
Yeah, and I'll be like, okay. But I don't know.
It's not something that so much annoys you.
It does annoy me a little, but it'd be Chick-fil-A that'd be fucking it up though.
Yes.
It'll come out watery or fucking too juicy.
But I mean, jokes on us because they don't really care about us anyway.
They don't give a damn.
So next thing that I have on here, I don't think this is so much something that you have to deal with. It is definitely something that I have to deal with. And it might be something that some of my boys, girls, he, she, they, it's, and that's of this viewership might have to deal with. The next thing that gets my kettle whistling is sweating. And by sweating, I mean, picture this, guys. Close your eyes and open your mind. I could be sitting here. I could be standing up in a semi-crowded room. I could be doing absolutely nothing and just be big chilling. And I get a sudden wave of heat. I get a hot flash. I suddenly feel precipitation on my head.
Well, you're going through menopause.
I guess so, perimenopause, post-menopause, one of the two. I don't know. I guess that makes me more woman. I'm just joking, guys. But it is something that genuinely grinds my gears. I hate sweating. I hate the feeling of sweating. That's one reason why I genuinely do not like working out, because I hate to sweat.
No shade. But when I was a little heavier, I would sweat a lot more. Like I remember going to the clubs and I would sweat. So for me,
that might be.
It would piss me off. It would, because like I would be like, guys, am I tripping or it's hot? And they'd like, sister, it's not hot. It's not hot. It's honestly just decent. And I was like, oh, it's not hot. Now I really don't be sweating in the clubs, but I've been on the shop for a minute, so I don't know.
Next and final thing that gets my kettle whistling for tonight is going to be,
I got one.
Okay. Oh, I'm glad you do. So the last thing that gets my kettle whistling tonight is going to be something that we both battle with. It's going to be something that we both genuinely hate super hard.
OBCD?
Oh, if only it was that.
Well,
the next thing that grinds my gears and gets my kettle whistling is going to be a 5 o'clock shadow. Let's talk about it. I hate, as a man, as a individual who has testosterone, as an individual who grows hair, I hate that I can shave my face bald and in 3 to 4 hours, you already get a shadow.
You're already peaking.
Yup. In a day, you're already prickly. And in 2 days, you better not put foundation or makeup on there because it's going to show right through. Isn't that something that gets you whistling as well?
And I think mine grows faster than yours.
It does, unfortunately.
So that I can, how do you say it?
Relate
to that, because that really just pissed me off, guys. That really does. Because I'll literally be here, like, not here. I'll be chilling at home. I shaved the day before, and girl already got like a right size.
Yup.
Laser don't work fast enough.
If there are any estheticians or individuals who special in laser,
give us a free discount.
Yep, and would love to invite Adriana and I over to your med spa, into your practicing place. Please let us know and get sponsored on Don't Cry Over Spilled Tea.
That is free publishing.
Yeah, publicity.
That is free publicity. And everyone will be going to your place.
Yeah,
if we get some free damn laser.
But with all that being said, what gets your kettle whistling up, Jan?
In the words of a great icon, when someone don't own it. When you don't own what you've done. Does that not piss you off?
It definitely does, especially whenever they know they are blatantly in the wrong.
And you cannot own it.
Exactly.
Why can you not own it?
Exactly. Accountability is one of the biggest enemies in a lot of people's minds. I think that is a battle that a lot of individuals in this world come across. Whether that is just because some people might be just a little too full of themselves.
What's so wrong with saying,
I fucked up?
I fucked up. My apologies. Why can you not apologize?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what makes you think? Just what on
God's green earth?
God's green earth can you not say? You know what? My apologies. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I was wrong. Because let me tell you this. I will say when I am wrong.
Adrian is really good at holding himself accountable.
Like, it's accountability. You know what? Like, but Lisa Rinna made it. Own it. But it's accountability. What is wrong with having accountability? If you knew you slapped that hoe, why not say, well, just say you slapped that hoe because you wanted to slap that hoe.
And we have you in 4K and you denied doing it.
Just say, you know what? Honestly, I don't know why I wanted to slap that hoe. I will say that. I will say, I don't know. I just wanted to slap that hoe. I don't know. It just came into me that I wanted to slap a bitch today. My apologies if I hurt your feelings. She might not fuck with me, like a random hoe. But like, just owning it and taking accountability to me is the big thing. Like, if you cannot take accountability, to me, that's a big red flag. And honestly, like,
you might not need them.
But yeah, like, accountability is a huge thing. Why can't you not say, like, sorry, I fucked up, or sorry, I'm doing too whatever? Like, because I know even me and my argues, we fight. Our like friend group fights like siblings. So when one of us are not held accountable, I will try to hold them accountable.
Yes.
And when they try to hold me accountable, I can say truthfully that I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry.
You're pretty receptive to it.
I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry. Like, now, although I might have different things that I'm more stubborn on, but I feel like taking accountability is
definitely one of your strong suits. You can definitely
I think it is, because I have other things that I might be more stubborn on. You know what I mean? We all have character flaws.
Yes.
But I just think, like, I can own it.
You can own it.
Yeah.
Well, Adrian, this was so much fun today. I hope you had fun.
I did have a lot of fun, guys.
I'm so glad you did. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up today. Let's go ahead and get into our nightcap. I just want to thank you all for watching this. If you have watched this far in, please be ready for next week. We are going to talk about just as amazing of things as we talked about today. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. All of my socials are I am Dylan Sotelo. If you have any crazy story times that you would like to showcase on the podcast, please message me on one of those socials. My email will be down below in order to send in those podcast or those story times as well. How can these people get to know you, Adrian? What are your socials?
My socials they're usually actually all under ABDIAN, Adrian _Tavares, TABAREC. And that's where usually you can know me. That's usually all my usernames. So that's me.
Well, at the end, it was so much fun having you today. I'm so happy that you've been on this podcast. Thank you for giving me so many laughs, so many
It was
smiles.
actually a really fun podcast,
I'm
guys.
so glad you had fun. Well, cheers to this episode.
And the great saying of Nene Leakes. Oh, no, Kim Zolciak. Cheers, bitch.
And with that being said, Epstein, I want you to do this with me on the count of 3. This was Dylan Sotelo. All of this was alleged. None of this might be true. And with all of that being said, are you ready? Hold on. Get to your mic. 1, 2, 3. Don't cry over spilled tea. Bye, guys.